What's going on? All right, if communism and fascism uh could have a baby, it would be and communism and fascism were both men. If they had a baby, 2020 would be the freaking year. All right, let's make a comparison quickly as possible to fascism and communism and recently in time, okay? For one, outrageous medical experimentation on their own population and whoever they could get away with. That's present in what we got going on right now. Like literally, like freaking hijacking organs, human trafficking, freaking to secondary locations. It's all around not good. All right. You got people walking around with guns. I mean, that's freaking like military types. And now we got paramilitary types. We even got paramilitary types with clubs and knives and other implements like torch and pitchfork. Almost like it's crazy how compressed. And I mean, look, feudalism, that's straight up communism type stuff, man. Anyway, so it's like you got you got riots, you got people about, look, right now the food's all jacked up. You got things like processes like centralization of government that would be present in a totalitarian, communistic, fascistic, socialistic uh, type of governmental structures. The world government, the NWO, the UN, all that. That's all communistic, fascistic, socialistic, authoritarian, world peace, peace by the barrel of the gun. There's no enemies left to fight, so now we gotta just cannibalize our own population forever. Like the George Orwell, a boot stomping out the face of humanity forever. Okay, what else do we got? Like, look, we're not all the way there yet, but look, we literally are heading for quarantine, is another way to say a concentration camp. We are, look, and then like Nazi paper checkpoint lines, and they built a great wall up inside of fucking Germany back in the day, and it wasn't to keep enemies out, but it was to keep them like freaking segregated. So it's like, look, if communism and fascism had a baby, it'd be 2020. Um, so more like ways, like, look, Muzzini, I think his name is, and he was an Italian uh, communist socialist who defined what fascism really was, and he says it really should be better defined as corporatism, which means the merger of corporations and state. And with this whole lockdown thing, with them closing of small business, certainly now corporations are the only one getting big money. So big money means big money to buy into the lobby. And if you can buy into the lobby, you literally can change the rules that regulate everything, and you can stock market manipulate and centralization of government. This is like, which means all of a sudden now it's literally we're all just the little guy versus big brother. Like, look, and that's all his tanks and bombs and planes and spies and freaking gas or whatever else. All his fury now could be, if you don't bow the knee, and worse than that, look, all that fury cometh down upon you from above and below. Look, this is an excellent example of pressure from above and below. Look, Stalin, either guy you vote for, you're voting for us, so either way we win. That's So, okay, let me think. Let me think here. What else? What else? So it's also this, the war industrial economy. It'd be like if they can create an endless war, you got all the men, they're dying, get as experimentees, and with to get rid of weapons that they like stockpiles, and the women get to go work in the factories to make more machinery for war. And that's the whole economy. Even though, yeah, the economy's working, look, but it's another form of coercion into a form of mercenary slavery. That's another form of slavery that's in the Bible as well, mercenary slavery, where, yeah, you get to live on the reservation, but when we're going to come and tell you to go fight for us. And look, this is when the Assyrians came in. It's in Isaiah, and it says you'll drink water from your own cisterns and fruit from your own vine. And they'll be given their own lands. But it was with that clause there, though. They had to join that confederacy there, though, with that particular king or emperor or whatever ruler. So we have this. Also, what we have is a kind of a top down internal policing, also a form of segregation. Okay, through this segregation and this isolation, like with the wall in Nazi Germany, the Berlin Wall, and with the Gestapo and the what's the other one called? Man, I can't remember right now, but the Gestapo is one of them. And look, they were surveilling their own people, and freaking, so it was kind of like the system, the district, the state, whatever you want to call it, the country, the nation, was very internally abusive to its own people. And we have this present right now, especially right now. There's many instances where, and look, do you think it's kind of like this? All right, they're trying to get us to revolt against our communistic leaders, but then again, the guys who are like pumping us up are fascists, and they want us. The Marxists are trying to get us to take the communists down, and the fascists are waiting in the wings. But in the end, it all turns to the same totalitarian, utopian, dystopian night friggin' mare. And look, I mean, and also this is Bloods and Crips. This is cops and robbers, cowboys, Indians, uh, Democrats, Republicans. Uh, this is capitalist communists. This is the same two-pillar, the same thing, man. Hegelian dialectic, man. Thesis, antithesis, synthesis. See, what's the synthesis between fascism and communism? Totalitarianism. It doesn't matter in the end, and it's world conquest. But they romanticize ideals like world peace, and no one goes hungry, and equality, not letting you know you're equally all slaves and you're all property of some bureaucrats who don't really give a shizzle about nobody but themselves and their own advantages. But they try to seduce you into buying into the pyramid scheme with by whining and dining you with all this romantic idealism and this ideological fluff. And they don't give you formal disclosure that they're literally like devil worshippers, and they want you to be a suicide bomber for your soul for some phony cause that was developed by some like con men. And look, sucker, you totally hook, line, sinker, sucker, and you just look. It's either eat crow and just fucking look, admit that, hey, you got duped. Can happen to the best of us, man. We can get fooled sometimes and tricked. But sometimes people's pride, man. It's like they'll lose too much face, so they just keep the act up going because they got to be blood in, blood out. Now it's like, holy crap! I just sacrificed all them people, and this is a lie. Sorry, buddy. I mean, look, yeah, you was gambling at the devil's game with the devil himself, and you thought the house wasn't gonna take. You know what I mean? It's just, but they wine and dine you. First hit's free. You know what I'm saying? Freaking and it's a slow incremental tiptoe that's been going on. That's the look. Right now, they're in the process of restricting travel. Literally, they want us to have papers to show that we're not sick, and like literally, the media is they're just like parrots and puppets. It's a puppet show, like Muppet puppet parrot show. It's freaking bread and freaking circus, and it is the freaking Coliseum, buddy. And it's ridiculous and it's redundant, and I'm about sick of it, man. And I mean, look, it's like this. I guess to merge the synthesis between fascism and communism, probably socialism. Socialism is like a neutral. I'm an atheist, and communism would be Lucifer, and fascism would worship straight Satan. All three of them, the path that's broad and is leading to hell. And as you can see here, even in this picture, this is two wings of one evil bird. I mean, to me, that looks like Zeus and, or it's Zeus and who is it, Saturn. And Saturn's there. That's an allegory of him having all the children in his belly, or something like that. Something that like really gross. Like that's some really gross imagery there. That this revered deity is a pedophile and a literal child eating cannibal. And you wonder why the world's so freaking wacko tobacco. But yeah, excellent work right here. You know what I mean? So from here forward, I'm gonna try to make me little like backdrops to to freaking like use as a platform, like as a still life to keep me focused towards certain topic related content. I'll just freestyle it out because I'm just sitting here freestyling out. Uh, so, but yeah, man, and you notice that's the red and the blue there too as well. And do you notice how like right there by that dude on the left, right by his bong, there's a creepy hand creeping ever up so closely to his, you know, in an area where it's just there's no reason for all that unless there's something funny going on here with these these freaking old 15 1600 painters, man.